Yes, sir. You already know this your boy BA. We back with another one. Let's go ahead and get right into it, y'all. You know we won't like to waste nobody's time. Before we do that, let's get this video a thumbs up so it can reach more people. Today we're gonna be touching bases on SOS Limited. That's ticker symbol SOS. Let's go ahead and get through it, y'all. We're gonna basically just see where our resistance at, see where our support at, and go over the chart a little bit. And for anybody that's new, that's late to SOS, we'll give you some buy-in points where you can get in this at, where you can get out at for quick money, or let you know a long-term price target, and we'll cover all that real quickly. So we down today 12.3%, and after hours we recover 3.2%. We opened at 777, the high was 788, the low was 680, the 52-week high was 1588, the 52-week low was 51 cents. So if we look back on the 1 week chart, we had a resistance at $6.80, 684, 680. That was a resistance point. Now, if you fast forward to the day, our low was 680. So our previous resistance, what we were trying to bust through, the level that we were trying to get through, is now our support. So 680 is now a form of support. 680 would be a dive in point where you could get a little in on this position. If you don't have any shares yet, that will be your first buy-in zone, 680. If you see this thing pull all the way back to $6, you'll get some more shares. And if you see 585, you'll get some more shares. And then if you see it pull all the way back to $4.50, and we probably don't never see that price, but you want to be prepared. You always want to be prepared. You don't want to be looking crazy if this thing ever, slingshot all the way back. And I'm letting y'all know that's why the only way this thing can pull back all the way like that is if Bitcoin happen to pull all the way back to the 40K range. And I told y'all, this is a very volatile stock, so don't go all in. Don't put too much in on it, because this thing gonna have you on a roller coaster. Bitcoin is like a roller coaster. SOS the same thing. I told y'all it's a sympathy play to Bitcoin. When Bitcoin go up, SOS goes up. When Bitcoin go down, SOS goes down. But SOS is being manipulated. The reason I think SOS is being manipulated is because the previous one, Bitcoin was trading at 57, 58K. SOS had its run up to $12, $13 range, and this just previously Bitcoin had ran up to 61,700. SOS supposed to be trading at around $14, $15 at the time Bitcoin was trading at 61K 700. But instead, SOS was being held behind around $6 range, and then it started rising once Bitcoin started falling from 61 to 57. So it's kind of doing vice versa. As Bitcoin come down, SOS starting to rise, probably to try to catch up where it's supposed to be at, because it's being manipulated. They're trying to run you away from SOS. That's why they had fraudulent news saying that SOS was a fraud company, not a real company. All this fake stuff coming out about it. And I told y'all about my experience with the media telling you like companies is about to go out of business, and all this fake news and false rumors come out about the news. That's the same thing they told me about Snapchat. You can look it up. They were like, Snapchat going out of business, this, that, and third, when it was trading at $5 a share. I was going to put 10K on it. That 10K would have been like $200,000 right now. But anyways, let's focus on SOS. I just want to tell y'all that you learn from your experience, and I feel like they're trying to do the same thing with SOS. So now we got a resistance. Why our previous resistance was, that's now where our new support at 680. So that's meaning whenever this thing pull back to 680, that thing is holding this gains right there at 680. And we had a high of $7.88. So we got now let's look where our new resistance at. Our new resistance would be around $7.32. As we went into closing, after we dipped down to 680 and went into the close, and after hours, we had a resistance around 732 and 734. Right, every time we got to that level, we couldn't get through it. So that's where we stuck at. Once we get through that 732 though, we can fly straight to $7.80. And $7.80, once we get there, that'll be the last spot we need to break through before we can retest the high that we hit on March 15th, the 865. And 865, we was on track to going straight to $11 and $12 range, because there's nothing in the way in between. There's nothing in the way in between 780 and 1150 range. So as soon as we bust through that 780 again, we could possibly go retest that 865 and be going straight to 12 from there. But especially if Bitcoin start to push up. And on the bright things of that, Bitcoin dipped down to 53K, but today we recovered nicely. We up $2,300 today on Bitcoin. So it had a nice pullback to 53, but I think we back on an upward trend with Bitcoin. So long as Bitcoin can hold its highs, hold its gains, and keep moving upward, we bullish on SOS. But long term, we bullish on SOS, because long term, we bullish on Bitcoin. I just want y'all to be prepared for all the pullbacks. This thing could possibly pull back to 680, and if it don't hold 680, we could possibly pull back to the high fives, around 590. And the lowest we could possibly see is around the fours. Around, we could retest that 4 again, 480, 470. Because I told you, I love to shake the tree. Shake all the weak investors out, all the weak hands, before it make its rip, its big run. And SOS could go through the moon, y'all. We just got to be patient and keep being updated with this. Keep y'all updated. Stay updated with Bitcoin. See how it's moving, because it's going to correlate to how SOS moves. So I just want to get this video out to y'all. You already know we drop these type of videos every single day. Price predictions, hot stocks, all that good stuff. So if you like that, consider joining the family. Much love. I love y'all. We out. God bless. Oh, and consider getting the free stocks. Get y'all free stocks down below, and a link below. We bull. We in the pre-market at 4 a.m. and we in the aftermarket till 8. Y'all already know.